Welcome to this special edition of Election Plain Speak. I'm Shivani Gupta joining you from Hyderabad, from right outside the Ambedkar statue and right next to the Hussain Sagar Lake. Now, Telangana is a state that is bustling as far as its politics is concerned. Just recently, it has seen a massive shift as far as its state government is concerned, and lot of things and permutations and combinations still being talked about for the national elections, the general elections 2024. I have with me a cross-section of people from Hyderabad, based here, working here, to understand from them what are the expectations from an MP, but also from the politics in the city and the state. So let me go across to some of them joining us. Sir, could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, I'm Subramaniam Iyer and I'm a resident of Hyderabad. And it's good that you're covering the great Indian election extravaganza.
So what do you do, and what would be your main issues for these elections?
All right. I mean, I am with an IT company. I am the CEO of a small fintech company. And, I think, most people like me, people like us have aspirations. And politicians, why, for our vote share. So what happens typically is, when any political formation or politicians put together a structure and, get us to meet the aspirations that we have, we vote for them. And if once they're voted and elected and they set up the right governance model and meet our aspirations, we probably endorse them and perhaps even re-elect them. But if they don't, we reject them and throw them out, and that's precisely what a normal election ought to be. And these are my aspirations now.
But what is your aspiration in terms of what you want your government to do at the center? Because we are talking about the national election.
We are, that's right. See, I'll tell you what. If 2014 election was about exuberance, exhilaration of a change, 2019 was about tension and it was post Pulwama. So both these 2014 and 2019 elections were turbulent. The mind of a normal citizen was not normal. So there were extraneous issues. I would say, it's my personal view, 2024 we are back to normalcy. This is what an election ought to be like. There are core issues. We have joblessness, we have unemployment. This morning I met a few people who are vying for a job, and they've been trying for a job for about 6 months. So employment is a huge issue. And we from Hyderabad, I was just talking to my fellow participant over here, we face severe water crisis. So if it's a local issue, there's a severe water crisis. And we were just discussing, right now it's about 8 degrees above what it was last year. So there are climate change issues. All these are very, very, very real issues that troubles us. So whoever comes to us with a solution for these, our vote is going to vote for that.
Ma'am, what do you do and your expectations?
I'm Vidya. See, I'll talk with respect to me being a housewife rather than a working professional.
Yeah.
See, there are two issues here. One is the national level, one is the state level. Okay, national level, we will look at we will see that, okay, the state has to have a good GDP, per capita income, etc., etc. So my take is, I will look at the manifestos of each and every political party. Whoever comes near to my expectations, I will go with them. And locally, I will see to the candidate or the party also, more than the candidate. They'll solve my issues, simple issues like roti, kapda, makan, and water.
And so water is becoming a big issue in urban areas. Sir, your introduction, plus how much does an MP matter? Do you think you select your MP based on national issues or local issues?
Yeah, my name is Major Shivakiran. I am an ex-army officer and have been involved with the civil society scenario in Hyderabad for quite some time. As Subramaniam just now said, we talk of nowadays ESG, environment, society and governance. So from an environment perspective, Hyderabad is relatively still better if you look at Delhi. But we are heading towards a crisis. He mentioned about water, greenery. Those are issues which concern all of us as a city. And urban areas are now bursting the seams. So we would like to look at a government, which focuses on these issues. How do we sustain urban environment? Because having seen rural, they all keep saying that we are giving support to rural enterprise, and it's not happening. People are coming to place like Hyderabad. And Hyderabad today has a population of 1.5 crore. And such things, see, it's only can handle this much kind of an effort, this much population. So
But do you expect your state government to do that or your central government?
That's a very nice question, but what is now happening is when we have a different dispensation at the state government and one at the center, the whole environment is vitiated. Now what happens is last 1 month we've been seeing the political rhetoric, everybody nobody's talking of development, nobody's talking of what citizens want.
Are you suggesting that state and center should have double engine and that is how you get development?
I don't know, not that, but the possibility of working them together should be there. At the time of elections, whatever you have personal allegations, but then it is the whole political discourse is attaining a new low. And people like us sometimes feel, what is happening? Because the issues are getting sidelined.
No, so answer my question. How do you vote or elect your MP? On what basis?
See, when we look at the MP, as Vidya ma'am just said, there manifestos kind of thing, but an MP is a much larger area. We relate more to our MLA, to our corporator, but even a city like Hyderabad has only 4 MPs. So if they look at the larger issues of climate change, water, there are some issues which they can address. But now, let me tell you, just taking an example of cricket. At some point in time, it was test cricket. People were in one party for some time, playing a lot of parties, but now it's like 2020. They just play a cameo, they're in one party the other day and switching over. We hardly know who's in which party. By the time you realize that this guy switched over party.
That's another factor in Telangana currently because the BRS's graph went down. A lot of BRS members and leaders have switched to either the Congress or the BJP. So a lot of their candidates are actually ex-BRS. Some of them were ex-Congress to begin with. So that's an interesting mix that is happening in Telangana. मेरे साथ एक और भाई साहब है. आपका नाम?
मेरा नाम सैयद नईमुद्दीन, आई एम बिजनेसमैन।
इधर आ जाइए, इधर आइए थोड़ा सा। आप क्या बिजनेस करते हैं? तो आपकी क्या उम्मीद रहती है सरकार से?
अभी तो हैदराबाद के माहौल के हिसाब से जो है सब में पहले सर बोले थे, अभी बहुत बड़ा पानी का मसला है।
हाँ।
उसके बाद में रोडों का मसला है। जो पब्लिक ज़्यादा आने से क्या है, ट्रैफिक जाम बहुत ज़्यादा हो रहा। उसके लिए गवर्नमेंट जो है कुछ ना कुछ इसका रास्ता बना के कुछ जो पेंडिंग ब्रिज बने हुए हैं, जो पेंडिंग काम है, कुछ मेडचल की ब्रिज चल रही है, अभी बहुत पेंडिंग चल रहा। कुछ लोगों का जो है रोड वाइंडिंग हो गई मगर अभी तक काम नहीं हुआ। तो 10 साल जो टीआरएस को गवर्नमेंट को जो पावर्स दिए थे, तो उससे सवाल तो अब नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि अभी वो गवर्नमेंट में फॉर्म भी नहीं है। अब गवर्नमेंट अभी बैठी है, नई सरकार बैठी है, तो इनको काम करने के लिए हम चांस देना चाहिए। बट ये टाइम पे चांस मिलने के टाइम पे जो है इलेक्शन कोर्ट आने से तरफ से वो लोग भी गया है, प्रॉमिस नहीं कर सक रहे। तो इंशाल्लाह ये 13 के बाद में हमको भी उम्मीद है ये गवर्नमेंट से
काम होगा
इंशाल्लाह और अच्छा काम होगा।
नहीं, बट नेशनल के लिए आप कैसे सोचते हैं कि नरेंद्र मोदी की सरकार, बीजेपी की सरकार दोबारा आनी चाहिए?
नहीं, इस मर्तबा तो एक बात बोलता हूँ, पहले जो हमेशा एकजुट होके जो मुसलमान हिंदू भाई पूरे मिलके एक हर त्यौहार में जो है हर एक की ईद में एक को एक अच्छा बना लेते थे। अब ये 10 साल जो मौका दिए थे मोदी साहब को, 10 साल में पूरी नफरत फैला दी देश में। ये नफरत की तरफ से जो है हर एक के आज कोई एक अपना भाई जा रहा तो जो है ना सोच रहा नमस्ते और सलाम करना। तो ये एक फीलिंग जो भर गई ना, ये फीलिंग को ख़त्म करना और हमारा पूरे हिंदुस्तान का ये फ़र्ज है ये सब ख़त्म करके एक पहले अपन इंसान है, इंसान की तरह रहना है। इसके बाद में जो है एक नई सरकार बनना है, क्योंकि जब नई सरकार बनेंगी तो इंशाल्लाह पूरा ख़त्म हो जाएंगे। अब फिर इनको अगर मौका देंगे तो कुछ ना कुछ नई डाल के एक बीमारी पैदा कर देंगे।
आप इधर आ जाइए, आप अपना नाम बताइए।
मेरा नाम सैयद सफदर अली मूसवी है एंड आई एम अ सोशल पॉलिटिकल एक्टिविस्ट ऑल द वे फ्रॉम ओल्ड सिटी। यहाँ पे खुशी हुई सर मैडम जो है मैनिफेस्टो के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, बट द कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी लोकसभा कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी विच आई बिलोंग्स टू हैदराबाद ओल्ड सिटी, वहाँ पे जो कंटेस्टेंट जो कैंडिडेट्स कंटेस्ट कर रहे हैं, चाहे वो MIM का हो या बीजेपी के, दे डोंट इवन हैव अ मैनिफेस्टो। असद साहब इज़ बिजी प्रमोटिंग बीफ, माधवी लता इज बिजी विद द तीर एंड ऑल दी द अदर थिंग एक्टिविटी। तो यहाँ पे मेरा तो यही है कि जो इलेक्शन का जो बैटल है, ओल्ड सिटी हमेशा से कोलैटरल डैमेज रहा है, चाहे गवर्नमेंट किसकी भी आए स्टेट में। अभी कांग्रेस की है, इससे पहले BRS की थी, बट ओल्ड सिटी वैसी की वैसी है, वहाँ पे कोई डेवलपमेंट नहीं हुआ, कुछ नहीं हुआ। तो सेंटर में भी मेरा एज अ यूथ पे तो मैं यही सोच रहा हूँ कि सेंटर में अगर राहुल जी भी आ गए, बट हैदराबाद लोकसभा में तो राहुल जी नहीं है ना,
वहाँ तो ओवैसी साहब चलेंगे।
ओवैसी साहब है। सो ओवैसी साहब की जो पार्टी है, दे आर रिप्रेजेंटिंग हैदराबाद लोकसभा सिंस 1984 से लेके 2004 तक उनके वालिद साहब सलाउद्दीन ओवैसी। अब 2004 से असदुद्दीन ओवैसी 2024 तक ही इज़ रिप्रेजेंटेटिव, बट डेवलपमेंट वहाँ पे ज़ीरो है। वहाँ पे अब जाके जो है नाला मोरी ये सब डेवलपमेंट के नाम पे स्ट्रेटेजिक नाला डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम इसके तहत काम हो रहा है। कोई एजेंडा नहीं है, कोई पब्लिक का मुद्दा नहीं है, सिर्फ एक फेयर साइकोसिस पे काम हो रहा है वहाँ पे। सो वी आर वेरी डिसअपॉइंटेड, सो I'd rather go with the nota in
Nota?
such scenario.
That is a very desperate move. Nota.
क्योंकि I think that is the only tool in this electoral process where I can show my disagreement.
But why don't you change your vote, and if you are not happy with the incumbent MP, try to change it?
देखिए यहाँ पे जो कांग्रेस के तरफ से जो MPs है या बीजेपी के जो MPs है, तो पब्लिक का एक नैरेटिव है बिकॉज दोज आर वेरी न्यू टू अस, और वो कुछ नई बात नहीं कर रहे। दे आर ऑल्सो डूइंग द सेम विच ओवैसी इज़ बिन डूइंग, और द बीजेपी का भी सेम जो है आइडियोलॉजी जो है चल रहा है। डेवलपमेंट के बारे में नो वन इज़ टॉकिंग अबाउट। सो वी डोंट हैव इन दिस प्रोसेस, और मॉकरी बना के रखे इलेक्ट्रल प्रोसेस का। वहाँ पे रिगिंग होती है, बोगसिंग होती है, पिछले असेंबली इलेक्शंस में पूरा ऑन रिकॉर्ड है। तो ईसी का पता नहीं क्या इकदाम है। यहाँ खुशी हो रही है, बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर का स्टैचू है, हाथ में संविधान है। न्यू सिटी में हम काफ़ी पार्टिसिपेशन करें, वेयर पीपल वर टॉकिंग अबाउट सेविंग द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया। ऑन दी अदर हैंड ओल्ड सिटी में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इंट्रोड्यूस ही नहीं हुआ है लोगों तक। पीपल डोंट नो व्हाट इज कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन।
वो किसकी गलती है?
ऑब्वियसली पब्लिक रिप्रेजेंटेटिविटी की गलती है। मतलब थाली एक हाथ से नहीं बनती, एक तो लोगों में भी अवेयरनेस की कमी है। इसी गवर्नमेंट एजेंसीज की भी जिम्मेदारी थी, चाहे वो विकास राज साहब क्यों ना हो, IAS इलेक्शन कमीशन के, वो ओल्ड सिटी में भी इस तरीके के कुछ अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम कराया कि वोटर्स के रिलेटेड वोटर अवेयरनेस कैंपेन नहीं हुआ। पीपल डोंट इवन नो व्हाई डू दे वोट। फंडामेंटल राइट्स छोड़ दीजिए, आप दूर की बात है। आप किसको भी पूछ लिए, वो उनका एक ही है, फेयर फैक्टर है बस। तो डेट इज
थोड़ा रिलीजन के नाम पे वोट हो रहा है।
पूरा हैदराबाद लोकसभा कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी धर्म मज़हब के ऊपर ही इलेक्शन कंटेस्ट किया जा रहा है। वहाँ पे कोई पब्लिक के ऊपर, कोई डेवलपमेंटल पॉलिसीज़ के ऊपर कुछ बात नहीं हुई, ना MP लैट्स कितना यूटिलाइज़ हुआ, कहाँ यूटिलाइज़ हुआ। ओल्ड सिटी में गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स के सामने कचरा कुंडी रहता है। जो बच्चों की दिन की शुरुआती कचरा मोरी देख के होती है, वो कहाँ से IAS IPS बनेंगे, इनकी तकरीरों में आप सुनते होंगे। सो हॉस्पिटल, गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल पूरा कोलैप्स है। तो बेसिक सुविधा ही जब नहीं मिल रही है वहाँ पे, तो कहाँ से डेवलपमेंट?
You know, that's a young voice, really disappointed with the kind of system we are seeing as far as the elections are concerned. Just come in front of this statue. Your introduction?
Yeah, my name is Sudhakar. I have my own startup into home foods.
Okay.
So I've been seeing this change for a couple of years, and the problem here is that people are well disconnected with the politicians,
Yes.
and politicians have their own agenda. We don't know what it is. So we are well disconnected. We don't know. Like my friend said, my other colleague said, what is happening with here is nobody is understanding the value of a common man, what he wants. That is the prime focus, right?
No, in Hyderabad constituency especially, I have seen that the voting turnout is also very low.
Yeah.
So
because-
that also shows voter apathy, no?
Yeah.
The voter is not willing to
Yeah,
participate.
they are not willing. That's what I'm saying. People should understand. They should sync on the same page, not on different pages, right? I mean, the politicians and the civilians or the public has to come together. Do something good. I mean, first of all, there's no manifesto. If at all there is a manifesto also, they will not do anything. It's not been honored. जैसे मेरे को टाइम चाहिए, 5 साल ही हुआ है, क्या 5 साल हुआ है? If you really have that will and zeal, you have to do it, no, immediately. Within a year or 2 years, you can do it, right? But nothing is happening out here.
I have another businessman or a CEO of a company called Herba Kemp here. Nikhil is joining me. Karthik is joining me. I want to ask you, now the BJP and the Narendra Modi have led the central government for 10 years. Have you been happy overall with their performance, particularly because they say they have worked a lot in easing doing of business, plus in in encouraging young people for startups and things like that, etc.
I wouldn't want to comment there because I see that same statement coming from every government. So I would be very neutral and not get into trouble.
Okay, but do you sense that generally speaking, Narendra Modi or the BJP has a good chance this time around?
I think so. I think the youth are they're mostly BJP inclined for the brand image that they created. I think they've worked very well on the new era kind of marketing, which is the digital marketing.
Yeah.
So in the digital space, I think Modi has already won it. I don't know I don't know about the other parties.
Okay. मेरे साथ एक और हैं भाई साहब, आप कहाँ से आए हैं?
साजिद खान है, मैं जुबली कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी से हूँ, सिकंदराबाद।
जुबली
MLA कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी जुबली होता हमारा,
हाँ,
कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी
वैसे
सिकंदराबाद होता
हाँ।
है।
अच्छा, तो वहाँ पे क्या मुद्दे हैं?
वो हमारे पास ज़्यादातर मुद्दे यही है, गांजा सप्लाई ज़्यादा हो रहा है हमारे
अच्छा।
पास। यंग बच्चे जो है गांजे की तरफ ज़्यादा मुतमईन हो रहे हैं।
अच्छा।
इसके ऊपर कंट्रोल होना चाहिए।
हाँ। लॉ एंड ऑर्डर की वजह से।
लॉ एंड ऑर्डर की वजह से।
अच्छा, तो नेशनल गवर्नमेंट से
ऑर्डर हमारे पास बहुत अच्छा है।
नहीं, बट गांजा सप्लाई हो रहा है तो लॉ एंड ऑर्डर के अंदर ही आएगा।
जी जी जी, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
बट नेशनल गवर्नमेंट से क्या एक्सपेक्टेशन रखते हैं?
नेशनल गवर्नमेंट से ये एक्सपेक्टेशन है, धर्म के नाम पे वोट ना मांगे, डेवलपमेंट के नाम पे वोट मांगे, काम करके वोट पूछे, ये हम बराबर वोट देंगे, ये दूसरे चीज़ें ला के हम वोट ना मांगे और इंसानियत के नाम पे वोट मांगे। बहुत खुशी होती है इस चीज़ पे, हम भी सपोर्ट करेंगे इस चीज़ पे।
अच्छा,
हर बार एक नया मुद्दा ला के ठहराए थे, हम परेशान हो जाते। उस चीज़ पे वोट ना मांगे, वोट मांगे इंसानियत पे। इंसानियत को क्या चीज़ की ज़रूरत है, यंगर्स को क्या चीज़ की ज़रूरत है, और हमारे डेवलपमेंट के लिए हमारे से पूछिए हम क्या चीज़ की ज़रूरत है, हम बताएंगे उस बारे में।
तो मोदी जी जो कहते हैं कि मैं डेवलपमेंट करता हूँ, सबसे ज़्यादा डेवलपमेंट मैंने करी है 10 साल में, जो कांग्रेस ने नहीं करी पिछले 10 साल में उससे पहले।
मैडम GDP का हिसाब देख लीजिए, आपको पता चल जाएगा ना कितना डेवलपमेंट हुआ। जी
ठीक है, तो अभी तेलंगाना में सर प्लीज कम इन तेलंगाना, you know, suddenly the situation at the state level has changed very dramatically. You know, BRS ruled for so many years, suddenly their graph has gone down. What do you think is happening in Telangana politics? Were public really upset and therefore they've given another party a chance? But will state elections dictate how they think nationally, the voters in Hyderabad?
See, in Telangana we have 17 MP seats. Typically, we will not make a difference on national scene in terms of 450 plus. But the points you raised in terms of having a different government there and here, people like us, see, Narendra Modi government, we are now the 5th largest economy. Gives us a lot of confidence when we see it, a lot of good things happening. But let me give you a small example. Hyderabad has 9,000 square kilometers of road, out of which about 3,500-4,000 is with the state government, 4,500 is with the national government. Now, whenever the roads go wrong, whose responsibility? It's always shifting. The point here is, as a citizen, for us, these matter, as people said, drinking water, roads. We don't really bother whether it's the state government or the central government. But it helps if they work together rather than taking on each other. But we are, as of now, I think personally, if you ask me, happy to be in Hyderabad, happy to be in India. It's a wonderful time. And relatively speaking, Hyderabad is far better than a lot of other cities.
Yeah.
So we are far better and happier.
So I'm going to put you in a little bit of a spot. I do need to ask you because I'm here trying to gauge the mood for the 2024 general elections.
Sure.
Overall, are you happy with the last 10 years? At the center?
See, I'll tell you what. A lot of people, we've all been raising some problems, small and big.
Yeah.
So, on a positive note, happy to be a Hyderabadi, happy to be a part of Telangana, happy to be an Indian. So, overall, things are going well. Like he just pointed out, on GDP terms, you're all right. We're okay. Nothing to be very excited about, but we're all right. But I'd like to, at some point in the future, I'd like discussion to move into purchasing power and per capita. We are still abysmally low as far as the per capita income is concerned. So no point in talking about GDP with this population. The GDP divided by this population ends up with a hopelessly low GDP. We deserve to be at least, after so many years of independence, we deserve to be at least in the 10 to 20,000 US dollars.
Who will get us there is the
Who will
question.
get us there? You and I, all of us will get us there. It's not. Oftentimes we reduce everything, every discussion to a party, whether it's Rahul Gandhi or Modi. It's not about that. See, people are even been talking about Rahul's India or Modi's India. See, we, all of us, you, we are all bigger than any politician can ever be. We Indians are capable of looking after ourselves. We will elect those whom we believe in. We will vote out those whom we don't believe in.
Just as a point here, we would want to be an opportunity of the India story. Now what's happening is, this scheme which is happening at a Modi level doesn't translate onto the grassroots still. Because so all of us really want to be part of that good story where India is good, India is happening, but all of us are not getting that opportunity, whatever is the governance mechanism. Why it is not happening is another
Governance
question.
is anyways too messy. Sir, come here. How many marks will you give Modi government last 10 years?
Last 10 years, I think he has fairly done good. I think army-wise, he's done it excellent. Now, defense, everything's perfect. And rest of the other things like religion part bothers a lot. It should not be that way. India is one, we are all one. It should be united. You can't separate for your own personal agendas and avenues, whatever you have. So apart from that, rest all, I vote for a person who has the knowledge about education system, how to improve it, the health system, how to improvise, and the development system of the entire state or country. If people are well educated, whom we elect, if they know that how to do this, then we'll vote for them.
Ma'am, does Congress deserve a chance at the center after 10 years, or are you happy with Modi ji?
I'm not
Change
sure.
or-
I'm not sure. Because, like he said, I like to vote for a person who is educated and who can take those group pockets of place, right? Education, health, more to a
So who is
better
that?
level. That's the answer. That's the answer.
Don't know. Well, the public in Hyderabad, really very, very concerned about their issues as an electorate and as the voter, as they should be. They've raised the right issues, which is about how much work is being delivered by each person. All MLAs, MPs concerned, but you've got a general sense of how the public thinks here in Hyderabad, a cross-section of people from various backgrounds. I do hope you enjoyed it. With camera person Vikas Rawat, thanking you for staying with Plain Speak, the election special.